Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Last week I was like in a headlock about it, and I told Catherine, I said, what about praises in the pod? Right? So we just have a podcast here, and I interview people and they give like testimonies, and maybe I get questions from people about like your faith and Christianity and just all this stuff, and we answer it. Like, why not? Like, I I used to like have questions or whatever, and I didn't know who to ask. And so I've just had a lot of people reach out to me here recently, and I was like, I could do that in the pod, praises in the pod. Why not just do things that are fun? It makes me happy. And why do we always have to think like people are going to make fun of me or people are going to judge me? Like, I'm just in a place in my life that I'm just like, if people judge me, they judge me. Like, I have came so far and just really became so confident in who I am and where I stand in life and where I stand in my faith and my walk with God, that I'm just like, I don't care what people say about me. And I remember I was like crying. I was like, I want to quit drinking so bad. I just cannot picture a life without drinking. I never once thought that I could be that person that could go a month, half the time a week. I remember like things would just I would get bored. I would just have just nothing to do that day. And I'm like, what can I go do? Like, I guess I'll go to George Bob's. So, I just want to share the good news. Like, I genuinely just want to tell people how good God is. I want everyone to experience what I've experienced. Not just being Sunday churchgoers, like having a true relationship with Jesus Christ. Like, that's the game changer. Once I heard his voice and once I saw that he saw me for who I was and answered me so blatantly clear, it was over. I experienced God. I was in his presence, and I said, this isn't the life I want to live. There's so much more to life than all of this. He's just so good. He is really just so good. Like, I love living on this side of Jesus. There's nothing else in the world that I would rather be doing than what I'm doing. Like, being surrounded in a community of all of these people and just having the accountability and the people that when I have a question, like, I have someone there that if they don't know the answer, they're not just going to say, I don't know. Like, we're going to look for it together. We're going to talk about it. Like, we're going to find one of our pastors and talk about it. Like, that is the difference between just a Sunday goer, church goer, and you having your own relationship with Jesus and finding your community. That's what's really cool about this whole thing. So basically, I just kind of want to get a feel for this. I want to see if like this is something that someone would actually be interested in, like watching or listening or whatever. Like, how does this look? And is this just a hyper fixation? Like, has my TikTok just been taken over by podcasts and now I want to be a podcaster? I think that that's where I am today, and that's why I was like, let me just go do it. And if it's a flop, it's a flop. But if it's a bop, it's a bop. Hey, just do it, because that is literally how I got here at Southside. This is how I got bought in to being here. One of my besties, Catherine, I was just talking about her, but she invited me to go to Ignition Camp, our middle school camp last year, and I had never been to camp. I had never sat in a small group. I genuinely was not even truly walking the way that I wanted to be walking at that point. I just had surrendered about 2 months prior, And so I was trying to do better, but I wasn't qualified. But he equips the qualified. No, what is it? Hang on. He doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. Boom. Like, being invited on that trip literally changed my life. Literally changed my life. I got an all new friend group on that trip. I remember coming home and like I went to a party and I got drunk for the last time. And I remember feeling so dirty about it. Like, I remember feeling like shame and regret. And then I came to church like the next day and I'm like, ugh, like I'm such a hypocrite. I did not like the way that I felt about it. And so now, like, that's what I look back on and I'm like, that whole thing changed my life. And I'm forever grateful for that. So if this is something that you could see yourself watching and being interested in and really thinking, I would like to watch that. I would like to listen to that podcast. Let me know. Like, for real. Let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope this could be something cool. Maybe. I don't know. Well, let me know what y'all think.